at any point in time, even right now, her water could break.
It did not.
No, okay. You know, it's as good a chance as any.
Okay, so I just got out of my doctor appointment. I am 35 weeks and 2 days. And a couple of days, I had a thing happen to me that David said I should vlog, but I was so like emotional about it, I didn't feel like vlogging. And like for no reason, I don't know, I'm all over the place. But this thing called a mucus plug, that happened, that came out. It's a little early for that to happen. Normally, from what I've read online, that's supposed to be like a 37-week thing, and I'm 35, was 35 exactly at the time. But actually, before I even got to tell that, they had some concerns. My blood pressure was higher than it has been before. Baby's heart rate was a little bit faster. Oh, he's kicking me right now. And they said these are all signs of a impending labor. And I'm like, okay, but I'm 35 weeks. And they seemed a little concerned, which made me concerned, obviously. I'm like, well, shit, am I okay? Like, somebody say something. And apparently I am 60% thinned out, which is progress. I guess that's supposed to happen, but it's happening, I guess, a little sooner than it's supposed to. And I am about a centimeter dilated. She said, stay close. You might be having him sooner than your due date. I wasn't really expecting, I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know anymore. I feel like I should just expect to not expect what's going to happen next. But it looks like he's going to be here possibly a lot earlier. Who knows? Maybe all this is bullshit and it's just my body being weird and he'll be here perfectly on time or late. I don't know. But something that did stress me out is like, I had a doctor in LA that I really liked, and we moved to Nashville, and I was bummed out about that because I was like, okay, well, now I have to find a new person to deliver my baby, and I have to like go through that whole process again. And then I found a doctor I liked here. Today, she rolls up to the room with a cast on her arm because she fell and broke her arm, and I feel really bad for her, but she said she's going to be in that cast for another month, and if things keep going for me the way they're going, she will have to get somebody else to be the doctor that delivers. Which, you get used to a person, you get comfortable with a person, like David met her. It's part of the things that can comfort you whenever you're going into something so foreign, is having certain things are going to happen. Like, I know this will be my doctor, and I haven't been able to have that. And I finally started reestablishing a relationship with a doctor, because the one I had in LA, I'd had for years and years. And now that's not even going to be a thing for me. So I'm kind of like a little upset. I was a little emotional about that, actually, which seems silly to be emotional about that, because I'm sure there are many highly qualified physicians to deliver babies that have delivered many, many babies. But it's just, I was comfortable with a person and I felt like good about that. And now that's gone too. Oh, and his head is down. So that's one good thing. Jesus, that's one good thing. His head is down. And, hopefully I can do this without having to have a C-section, ideally. But I don't know. That was my day. Kind of, I'm feeling a little bit on edge right now. But hoping for the best, and that's my update. Okay,
again, I'll be your instructor today. My name is Tish. I coordinate child birth education here at Centennial. I've been doing this.
You ready?
Well, I'm almost ready. I'm going to be ready. Okay, now I'm ready.
This time,
We woke up kind of last second in a rush. We're doing a virtual labor class thing, which is good because he might be here like any minute, so we should be ready. I'm hoping for the best. This will be fun, right?
This will be really fun. I'm very excited.
You ready now?
muscular tightness. Tight muscles hold that together firmly to keep the baby safe and inside the uterus.
Course completed.
Yeah, I feel like we just went back to school, but it was actually really, really, really interesting.
Yeah, I'm glad we did that. I didn't know a lot about it. So I took notes. I have like a page back and front of like little notes. I want to do a perineal prep. They take olive oil and they rub like that piece of tissue between your holes, and they rub it so that it's like more, she used a rubber band as an example, but like more stretchy. So there's like less tearing. So that's what I want. Since my last doctor appointment, they told me I was already 60% effaced and a centimeter dilated. I have to go back I'm going back on Thursday. And it's Sunday or Saturday now? It's Saturday, right? It's Saturday. And I have to go back on Thursday and they're gonna check me to see if anything has changed. But I'm going to ask about where he is in the pelvic station, because we learned about that. And that'll give us an idea. They taught us, like, we downloaded a contraction counter. We know, like, at what point we're supposed to go to the hospital. When they're 5 minutes apart.
1 minute long.
For 1 minute long, and that goes on for an hour. So then there's, like, the early labor, which is 6 to 12 hours, which is, I think we're just hanging at home.
Just being comfortable.
That's what I said. That's why it's not like what you see in the movies. It's not like, oh my God, I'm having a baby right now. Get in the car, run. You're going through all the red lights and like.
It might happen. You never know.
No, because you have early labor for 6 to 12 hours.
True.
That you're just kind of hanging out and you're like, you're just relaxing. You're taking a shower or a bath or going on a walk or watching a movie or sleeping. Like it's when you're supposed to eat carbs, they said. I love me some pasta, so you can make me a big thing of spaghetti. Mm-hmm. So that's like 6 to 12 hours, and then it transitions into active labor, and that's 3 to 5 hours, and that's the 5-1-1 thing when you go to the hospital. And then after that, it's transition, which is a half an hour to 2 hours, which is whenever it's like the shittiest part. And that's contractions that last 60 to 90 seconds. They're 1 to 3 minutes apart. And then at some point you go into the second stage of that where you get like a 10 to 15 minute kind of like window
you'll get a break.
Yeah. And that's like once you're fully 10 centimeters dilated. And then after that you start pushing.
Yep.
So that's like everything. And then they went through like a lot of other stuff like pain management. I do want an epidural. So we learned about that. We learned about like C-sections in case that happens. I really hope that doesn't happen. But what happens, happens. But we learned about all the things, and I do feel like good about knowing.
The craziest
mentally.
thing is even if we did no preparation, no school, no learning, your body's gonna do what it's gonna do. It's gonna do this. It's trained to do it. We're just doing the extracurricular activities of actually learning what's gonna happen and knowing when the ride is gonna turn left and turn right.
But I've always told you that like I am a person that studies for a test. And even if the test is easy, like remember whenever I thought when we moved to Tennessee and we had to get Tennessee driver's licenses, I studied for having to take a written test we didn't have to take because mentally I knew that like I wouldn't want to walk into a situation that I didn't know like everything that I needed to know. And there's like a calming effect to me knowing the things I'm supposed to know about because it does play into a big part of it being like calm. Mentally I would be far worse not knowing this stuff, and that actually does affect it in a big way. So
yep.
I don't know, I'm happy we did this, and it made me feel more confident.
We're gonna crush it. We are going to crush it. You're gonna do great. I'm excited for the baby to be in your arms.
That's what I think I need to keep remembering. I'm gonna get to see him soon.
Yep.
Because I'm just gonna probably be so unhappy through the whole thing that I think that little nugget will be helpful. But that was our class. It
Very
was
soon.
9 to like 12. It's 12:30, I think. It's almost 1. We have to leave now.
Yeah, so we got a crazy, this is not the baby moon vlog, but in the next vlog or a very soon vlog, we're going on a baby moon, which is tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot to do today.
Yeah,
Today's going to be a crazy day.
Work to get done. We're going to meet for lunch with a couple of girls that might be helping us edit just because we're like so overwhelmed right now with like all these videos, and once the baby's here we're not gonna have time, so we're trying to like recruit some help.
Yeah, bring in some help, so we're very excited.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well, and yeah, busy day.
Yep. All right,
I'll keep you guys updated on what the doctor says next. All right, doctor appointment day. So this is a moment of truth. We're at 36 weeks. And I was 36 inches measured, belly size. And she's gonna check me and see if things are more ready for baby to come out than they were last week. And hopefully they have not changed. Hopefully he's still in the same, well, I guess it's not him that's moving, it's me that's moving. Hopefully I'm still not like dilating more.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a little bit more of a timeline understanding today. His little heartbeat was 138 beats per minute. I don't know what that means, but, well, I mean, it's good.
She said it was good.
Yeah, but it's also, like, a good tempo, He's a rocker.
We should record that sound.
Yeah. Make a song out of it. So, yeah, we're going to have a little more information today. Getting there, getting to the finish line. All right. Let's go.
So we're back home. I'm a little uncomfortable. That was not fun. If you guys know anything about pelvic station, it's just this like really interesting thing we learned about when we did our baby birthing class. It goes from -5 at the top to +5 at the bottom, and they kind of measure 0 as the middle. And he's at a -2, so a little bit above. And then last week when I went, he was at a -3. So the thing that did change was that he dropped lower, which I definitely feel. But because he was lower, she was having a hard time getting to my cervix, because apparently that's a little bit posterior still. So she really had to like push around to like get to it, which was very uncomfortable. But also she said it made it difficult for her to check dilation progress. She's guessing it's maybe around the same, maybe a little bigger. She said she could probably get a finger if she had tried, but she didn't want to hurt me, which means a little bit more than last week. We really couldn't tell much as far as progress goes. She said because he is lower though, it's going to put a lot of pressure, and that additional pressure is going to make things move along quickly between this week and next week. So now, basically, I feel like I got no new information. And it's just another week of me waiting, because like last week I was like, okay, I have to wait a week and then I'll know more information. But that was pretty much what I feel like now I'm doing. Now I'm waiting a week.
Everybody did say to us for a long time, the last month feels like forever.
She said, okay, I'll see you in another week. I have to keep going weekly. She's like, unless I see you before then.
Yep. We're going with the flow. It's a little stressful, of course, but I think the key is going to be for being as prepared as we can be. But I think we should have the bag like totally packed.
Will Tippy fit in the bag?
We can put Tippy in the bag.
And we'll, I guess, have to just go to the next appointment in a week.
Yep. We'll update you as we know more. So we are 38 weeks. 37 weeks. We're at the doctor today. You can show me a little face if you want. Okay. Nice. 37 weeks. She is going to check you, and we're going to find out if we have moved our progress along at all.
I kind of hope so, but I feel like it hasn't. Or I feel like we're going to have another week of like...
Yep. That's my expectation too, but we won't know until she checks. What's up? Okay, so today we are going to the labor and delivery tour. Super excited. Of course, it's at the hospital we've been going to, but we don't know where in the hospital, so we'll probably run around like banshees trying to find it. But yeah, we're gonna go see where we're gonna be actually doing this.
Greenland.
Yeah, sorry. We're gonna be seeing where we're gonna be staying. We're gonna be seeing where, I don't know, all the labor and delivery stuff. So come on, come with us. Alright, now we are late. I think we were in the wrong lobby, so.
There was no one there. We were in the lobby.
I think there's actually a main lobby.
There's another lobby?
Yeah, that was the lobby we're used to.
He had to walk ahead of me. I can't walk as fast as him. I cannot.
Let's just do it.
Where you gonna get food?
Yeah, I'll bring you some. Well, they'll bring you food. This is where I'll grab food.
You get free food though. You get a little bracelet.
You get free food. I have to buy food.
Really?
Yeah. How do you feel?
I feel good. I mean, it was actually really peaceful and quiet and kind of like dimly lit in there.
Yeah, there was like no babies today.
There was no like.
You should aim for a Saturday.
I didn't know what to expect. I thought maybe there'd be like a scene of like a woman like screaming, but there was no craziness. It was just like quiet and peaceful, and everyone was nice. So.
Yeah, cafeteria looks nice.
Yeah, they had ice cream.
Yeah. Action. We're back home. We got the baby.
Still.
So we still. Yeah, everybody always said to us the last month feels like forever.
I feel like it was so unnecessary for me to go in week 35 and for them to scare me like that and not tell me that you can be a centimeter dilated for weeks. It's like, I just don't know why that needed to happen. And the more I look into it and the more like YouTube videos and stuff I watch, the more it's like totally not something to panic about, and is something that people can even be way more than that, like way further, like 4 or 5, and they can sit like that for weeks. So it just seems like, why did that, like,
Yeah, they scared you that one week.
It doesn't, I don't see, like, and then every week I went in, I was like kind of worried. And I mean, I guess, still, I don't know what they're going to, maybe I'll go into labor tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe I'm just complaining too much. You can clearly see how stressed I was at first. And I'm like, oh my God, baby's going to be here so early. And before 37 weeks, it's premature. And then there's all these other like expenses with that and like risk factors and stuff. And I was really stressed about it. Damn it, for no reason.
I'm sorry.
So this is advice to anybody who goes to the doctor. I guess, what am I now? 1 centimeter, and she said like 85%?
Effaced.
It's like a random number they pick. There's no way they know.
Anyways, it's a little frustrating because the lack of information and the lack of really knowing. So at any point in time, even right now, her water could break.
It did not.
No, okay. It's as good a chance as any. And if that does, we would go to the hospital immediately. And if you start to go in labor, then we have the whole 511 that we're going to get towards with your contractions. So one thing we still haven't done is we're going to get the car seat set up for the car. That's the thing we need to do. We need to really finalize our bags. We got our stuff sorted around the house, and we sort of have stuff in the right area, but we don't really. Oh,
we should do like a we packed in our hospital bag video.
We should do that.
Anyway, we're prepared. I feel like the labor class was really helpful, actually. Like that really made me feel better. And then even the tour today, like, I don't know, we know exactly, we went to the wrong lobby. We got lost, so I'm happy we know where to go now.
Yeah. And we also know
the menu.
We also know that on Wednesday for lunch, you could have a sliced turkey with crispy leaf lettuce and tomato served on a brioche bun. That's Wednesday. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Before you know it, we're gonna probably be posting something sort of exciting on the channel. So subscribe if you're not subscribed. Because we're about to have a baby.
According to the doctor, any day now. She's been saying that for weeks. So.
Well, we'll see you at the birth live stream, and thank you for being here.
I'm doing a birth. David keeps making this joke. He wanted to ask today at the hospital if they have good Wi-Fi so we can stream, and I'm just like, oh.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everybody who supports over on patreon.com/Jaclyn and David. That's how we're able to make these vlogs. That's how we're able to hire an editor
which is not cheap.
No, it's not. So thank you so much for believing in us here, and thank you.
Also make sure to check out our merch at ffvmerch.com. And are we still doing
We're doing the code baby.
Okay.
If you use the code baby, you get 15% off merch. So go put that code in.
And are we still doing the mask thing?
Hey, you want a wine kitty mask?
I mean, they're becoming necessary again, so it's not like an outdated item like I thought it was. I was like, I'm gonna put these on super sale because no one's gonna need them. But
I'll wear it while you give birth. All right.
I don't know how to end this anymore. I'm like,
just smack the camera. Smack it like a newborn baby's bottom that's misbehaved. No.
That's what I'm gonna do to his little butt.
Aww.